Welcome to day 24 of 4 weeks of yoga. Today we're going to continue with our yoga flow and cardio sequence for this week. So we're going to start seated on the floor with the eyes closed, and we're going to bring our attention towards the breath and towards our body and even our state of mind. In whichever order you feel is best for you. We're going to have about 2 minutes for this body scan. We're just really trying to strengthen that mind-body connection and figure out where you need to focus more. Maybe you need to focus more on the breath, or maybe you need to focus more on a certain part of your body. I'm leaving it open so you can make these moments truly yours and prepare yourself in your mindset for the practice for today. As we're doing our body scan and connecting our mind with our body, we're going to listen to the meditation for today. It says, "Be devoted to one another in love. Honor one another above yourselves." That's from Romans 12:10. So you can just let that soak in and dwell on it in these moments throughout the practice and hopefully throughout your entire day as well. Now we're going to come to standing on one end of our yoga mat or carpet to do our sun salutations. So we're going to inhale the arms out and up, reaching towards the sky, and with an exhale we're going to come down and touch the floor. Lift the head a bit, and you can step or hop the feet back and lower down into cobra or upward dog. Now we're going to come up into downward dog. Now you can step or hop the feet back to the hands. With an exhale, you're going to straighten the knees if you can. And now we're going to come up, and exhaling, we're going to lower the arms through a prayer position. Inhaling, we're going to reach up, looking towards the sky, and with an exhale, we're going to come down to the floor. You're going to lift the head a bit. And you can step or hop the feet back to then lower it into cobra or upward facing dog. Now we're going to push up into downward dog. Now we're going to step or hop the feet back to the hands. And with an inhale, we're going to lift up the torso with the arms up towards the sky. And we're going to bring them down through prayer. Going to reach them back out and up. And we're going to come down to touch the floor. And we're going to lift the head a bit. Now we're going to bring the feet back, either with a step or with a hop. And we're going to lower down into cobra or upward dog. Now we're going to push up into downward dog. And we're going to step or hop the feet back to the hands. And we're going to come up with the arms reaching towards the sky. And exhaling, we're going to bring them down through prayer position. Inhaling, you're going to reach the arms out and up, really stretching up towards the sky, and with an exhale, we're going to come back down to touch the floor. Going to lift the head a bit, and we're going to step or hop the feet back and lower into a cobra pose or upward dog. And now we're going to push up into downward dog. Now we're going to bring the feet to the hands. And with an inhale, we're going to come back up to standing with the arms reaching up. And we're going to lower the arms. Inhaling, we reach out and up. And with an exhale, we come down to touch the floor. Inhaling, we're going to lift the head a bit. And with an exhale, we're going to relax it. Inhaling, we're going to lift the head and chest a little bit. And now we're going to step back and come to all fours to do some cat-cow. So inhaling, we're going to arch the back. And exhaling, we're going to round it. Inhaling, we're going to arch. And exhaling, we're going to round it. And I really want you to go at your own pace here. Learn how to match your movement to your breath, and your breath to your movement. So with an inhale, we're going to arch, and when we exhale, we're going to round. Now we're going to come into a rounded position, and with an exhale, we're going to lower down into child's pose. Inhaling, we're going to come up and arch, and with an exhale, we're going to round the back. Inhaling here, and then on the next exhale, we're going to lower down into child's pose. Inhaling, we're going to come up and arch, and exhaling, we're going to round. And then we're going to lower down into child's pose. Inhaling, we're going to come up, arching the back, and now we're going to round it. And then we're going to lower down into a child's pose. We're going to come up, and now we're going to keep the back neutral. And we're going to tuck the toes, and with an inhale, we're going to come up into downward dog. Now we're going to bring the right knee into the chest, lowering the hips and shifting the weight forward a bit. And now we're going to come back into downward dog. Now we're going to bring the left knee into the chest. Same thing, lowering the hips, shifting the weight forward, lengthening the spine. And now we're going to come back into downward dog for one breath. Now we're going to bring the right knee into the chest again, making sure the back is not too rounded or too arched. Really want that spine lengthened. And we're going to come back into downward dog. Now we're going to bring the left knee into the chest. This is a great core strengthener and arm strengthener. So just breathe. And now we're going to come back into downward dog. We're going to bring the right knee into the chest again. And we're going to come back into downward dog. And we're going to bring the left knee into the chest. And now we're going to push back into downward dog. Now you can lower both knees to the ground, and with an exhale, we're going to come into child's pose to rest. Now we're going to come up and get ready to do dolphin pose. So elbows on the floor, hands clasped together. And with an inhale, we're going to lift the hips and straighten the knees as much as you can. We're also going to feel like we're pushing the floor away with our forearms to be able to lengthen that spine. Now we're going to step the feet back a few inches and lower the hips to come into a dolphin plank pose. Here we also don't want to arch or round the back, we really want to keep it nice and long and flat. Now you can lower the knees and with an exhale come into child's pose to rest. Now we're going to come up and we're going to sit with the knees bent to get into our boat pose. You can leave the toes touching the floor a bit, or you can bring them up to about 90 degrees, or you can even straighten them. If you are feeling like you're rounding the back, lower the feet a little bit. The most important thing here is to keep the back nice and long, the spine nice and long, and then activating the core. So we're going to lower the feet, and we're going to sit up nice and straight. Now we're going to come back into the pose, either with the feet touching the floor, bent, or straight. You can also alternate bending one leg and then the other if you need to. And we're going to lower the feet and we're going to come to standing to do our cardio. So the first exercise is standing twisted crunches. So we're going to bring a knee into the chest and we're going to twist towards that knee with our elbows. So we're going to start now. And the hands are behind the head, so the elbows going towards opposite knee. And I'm going to read the meditation for today again. It says, "Be devoted to one another in love. Honor one another above yourselves." That's from Romans 12:10. Wonderful. Now we're going to rest for 15 seconds, and the next exercise is 30 seconds of ice skaters. Start now. Wonderful. Now we're going to rest for 15 seconds again. And the next exercise is reverse lunges with jumps. So we're going to bring the knee up into the air, well, kind of into the chest, and give a nice little jump. And the 30 seconds start now. We're just doing one side for now. I'm doing the right side. You can do whichever side you want. We're just doing one leg right now. Perfect. Now we're going to rest for 15 seconds. And then we're going to repeat all that. So first the standing twisted crunches, and then the ice skaters are going to finish off with reverse lunges with jumps. So don't forget to breathe. We're already halfway through the cardio, so you got this. And we start the twisted crunches now. Perfect. Now we're going to rest for another 15 seconds. And the next exercise is 30 seconds of ice skaters. and we start now. I'm going to read our meditation one more time. It says, be devoted to one another in love. Honor one another above yourselves, Romans 12:10. So you can just keep your mind on that, and instead of on how tired you feel, we're just going to focus on the meditation to get our mind off of how we're feeling tired. Great job. Now we're going to rest for 15 seconds, and then we got one more exercise to do. So just breathe, and remember there's only 30 seconds left, and you can do this. So the last exercise is reverse lunges with jumps. We're doing the other side now. And we start the 30 seconds now. Wonderful job. Now we're done with the cardio, so we're going to come back down to the floor, and we're going to lay down on our backs with the knees bent to do our cool down stretches. So we're going to place the right foot on the left knee, and you can leave the legs on the floor, or you can bring them into your chest with flexing both feet. And this is when we're going to start to lengthen the breath little by little. Now you can release the legs, and we're going to switch the feet, so the left foot over the right knee. Now we're going to release the legs, and we're going to straighten the right leg, keeping the left one bent, and we're going to twist the knee over to the right side, making sure the left foot stays really close to the right leg. We don't want it to separate too much from the right leg. And the left arm is going to be extended out to that side with the shoulder still on the ground. Now we're going to come back and we're going to switch legs. So we're going to bend the right one, twisting the knee over to the left side, and we're going to extend the right arm out to that side. Now we're going to come back, and we're going to bend both legs, placing the hands on the kneecaps. And with an exhale, we're going to bring the knees into the chest. And with an inhale, we're going to arch the back, letting the arms extend. And with an exhale, we're going to bring the knees back into the chest. Inhaling, we're going to arch the back and extend the arms. And with an exhale, we're going to bring the knees back into the chest. Inhaling, we're going to extend the arms. And now you can release the legs, leaving them bent or straight, whichever is more comfortable, and placing the hands wherever they want to go naturally. Maybe it's on your torso, or maybe it's resting at your sides. We're just going to start to relax. truly and completely relax, physically and mentally. We're going to focus on the breath and really enjoy our breath. You can do a body scan if you want, starting with the toes and working your way up towards the head. Noticing any muscles that are feeling tense and relaxing them little by little. As you focus on your breath, you can feel like you're directing it towards that muscle that's tense, or those muscles that are tense. Giving it oxygen so that it can loosen up, it can feel more relaxed. When you reach your head in your body scan, you can start to relax your mind by clearing it of unnecessary thoughts. You're going to still have thoughts floating around. We're going to keep them towards the back of the mind. We're not going to give them importance in this moment, because these are your moments to rest. This is your time to completely relax. So we're going to just enjoy being and enjoy breathing. We're going to let ourselves relax with each moment that passes and with each breath we take. And we're going to listen to our meditation for one more time today. It says, be devoted to one another in love. Honor one another above yourselves. That's from Romans 12:10. So as we relax here, we're just going to let negative emotions that weigh us down, stress, anxiety, grudges, and anger, and many other negative emotions, we're just going to let them fall away into the floor, leaving us lighter and freer. We're going to fill that space they took up with things like joy and love for ourselves and for other people. So you can just imagine that you're filling your heart up with love, and just as it pumps blood to your entire body, it's also going to pump that love. If you want to, you can focus, bring one person to mind, either someone you like, or if you want to go an extra step, someone you don't like that much. You're going to start to change our reaction to thinking about them to a more positive one more full of love. It's going to take some time, little by little. And when you're ready, you can roll over to one side, and with a soft gaze or with the eyes closed, we're going to gently push up to seated. And placing the hands over the heart, we're going to take a long, deep inhale, filling the heart up with joy and peace. And exhaling, we're going to send all those healing emotions into the rest of our body. So inhaling, we're going to fill the heart with this energy, gratefulness, and love. And exhaling, we're going to send it into the rest of our body. Now you can let the hands relax. And with an inhale, we're going to lower the head. And exhaling, you can slowly open the eyes and lift your head. So that was our practice for today. I hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. And I hope you have a magnificent, mindful day. See you next time.